afternoon. How are we? So, I'll give you a quick introduction to Rudolph. I got suckered into this. I never got suckered into it. I ended up making 3 reindeer. The sun didn't save me this year. It's too busy. My next little neighbour said to me, Jim, she says, are you making, is Jim making reindeer this year? I says, no, I said, I don't know. I said, I'll ask him. I says, but he's kind of busy and I don't know whether. But in a moment of thing with I said to her, I says, oh, don't worry about it, Beth. I says, if he's not making them, I'll make you one. Well, there's no point in making one of these. You've got to make 2 or 3 of them. In fact, I tended to make half a dozen. It's not that there is a bit of work in them. There's no doubt about it. And years ago it'd been no problem whatsoever, but the nicky me nowadays, it's difficult to say. Just anyway, we got there, needless to say, and so I've just finished putting the noses on. There's one peering over the window, the bottom of the glass there, you can see, and then there's pals behind them. Not really named any ones yet, we'll see what happens. The wife says, we can put them outside beside the Christmas tree. I went, oh, painful year this week. I went and bought a Christmas tree the other week there. Oh, it's a first for me, like. Oh, yeah, it's a first for me, actually. 7 feet Norman for. And £58. Family's in shock that I would do such a thing. And but I decided that this year I'm going to join in a little bit, so we cleared all the kind of stuff away at the front and a lot of containers and various things and stuff. And when I originally laying it all out, I did lay it out with a slab in beside the tarmac for the drive, the side of it, with that particular thing in mind, but never ever got round to doing it. So this year I said, oh well, it's all clear, we'll bore a hole and set it in. Lovely tree. But I used to love the Norway spruce. When the children were young, when we stayed before, we had, every year we had an 8 feet Norway spruce in the living room every year. But the problem is that through the years, Christmases came earlier and earlier. You don't get the 12 days of Christmas now, you get the dear of 12 months of Christmas. So that's the hell of a thing, like, you know. There's people who live in this constant state. Difficult to do, but there you are. But, so, I gave you a wee introduction. I was going to actually make a little video making them, but there was no bloody room. There was stuff everywhere. Oh, dear God. Is there enough space? Well, yeah, there is enough space. The problem with me now, I don't move easily around about things, so it takes a little while. But as I say, it turned out quite nice. And for anybody, you'll see lots and lots of them about. These selling sites have got them everywhere, like, and there's people obviously making lots and lots of them. It's like the wreaths and that kind of thing, and everybody's convinced they're going to make a lot of money on it, but you don't really make a lot of money as such. But this part here is the head silver birch, and silver birch is quite nice for the whole thing actually, but this year I had to go and beg a little bit of timber to do this. Same again, years ago I had the chainsaw out and busy kind of, well, but not got a chainsaw anymore. But anyway, silver birch is quite nice, and you shape off the head, it's roughly about 9 inches, I think, 10 inches long, 9.5, 10 inches long. And the body is cherry, and you can please yourself, but it worked in about 18 inches. And the total height of the floor about 3 feet. That's the top of the head height roughly, and then the antlers on it. But you can scope about yourself and shoot about in bits and pieces. The legs were hazel. The body was cherry. Green. It's all, well, the hazel wasn't green. The hazel was some stuff I had left. Some big hazel that was I was going to use on something else at one time, but so anyway. But it's there's quite a bit of juking around getting the splay on the legs, leg length, getting that right and that type of thing. They're really meant to sit outside, and when they sit outside they'll be fine because the weather will keep them tight up. When you put them inside, I can imagine they will slacking off a lot, like the heating we've got in the houses nowadays. So, but it's quite effective. The children love it. So, so it just shows you a moment of weakness in some ways. I'd say, oh, if he's not making it, I'll make it. I'll make you one. But as I said, there's no point in making one, and you've really got to make 2 or 3. But the wife's wanting them out the side, out the front, beside the tree. So we'll see. But the noses are quite good. What I did was I just it was just half round, an inch half round, well 2 inches in diameter, an inch width cut and half round it, and give it a lick of paint, and before it dries, glitter. Glitter, glitter everywhere nowadays. You've got to get wash it now there, and there's glitter here, there, and everywhere. I bet a David Bowie will come out me, I think, you know. But you can please yourself, and I put a little scarf on, a bit of tartan scarf round, tie it off. Googly eyes. Googly eyes have been sitting that long. I had to couldn't get the backs peeled off them. I had to super glue them, and I mounted them on. I raised the eyes up on some hard plastic I had, shapes, black, and that's kind of sets them off. And that. And the antlers were just bits of old hedge that had been cut out and chamfered through all in a pile, and I'd clocked it out ages ago with all the odd kind of shapes and that in it, because as I say, you're still looking nice like privet. There's bits of other things in amongst it, but you're always looking for handles and that type of thing. So I'd spied it out, way down there and done it, so it's just a bit finished, but I think I'm going to make an owl. Obviously the wife was looking through all these things and seen these owls, wooden owls, and so yeah, I think we'll have a bash at that, like, you know, right? Knock out a couple. The neck was that was a bit in Norway spruce that had been on a clear fell. That had been a whip about a year or so ago, and walking along, walking through, I just cut a piece away, and I think it was extremely hard. Good crane on Norway, really good. But so anyway, ended up doweling them, making the ends, putting dowels on the ends of things. The neck I didn't, I actually bored in and put in dowel pieces, because it was just, this is too hard to go shaping off. We really needed, if you were doing a lot of this thing, you would get one of these old fashioned dowel cutters, or the modern equivalent of these, and but they're an expensive bit of kit to buy. Even the old ones second hand nowadays can be quite pricey, but they do a marvellous job and give you because they're conical at the end. They give you the whatever size of dowel you're looking for, and then shape it at the end. So it was just really quite good actually. I noticed a chap on the stick making, he had cottoned onto this and he was using it for turning the end of the hazel to give him the tenon. But he only showed you the one that was successful. I think there'll be a few of them that weren't successful, whether you would lose quite a few sticks, I think. And that kind of way doesn't lend itself, and he had got this tool made up to finish it off, to square the end off, the shoulder off on it, to run it up and but as I said, we only showed it working on one, I think it was, and knowing what these things are like at times and how they can bite up and get away from you, I think that there was probably, you would have a pile of stuff you couldn't use before you actually got a success thing with it. But as I say, if you have a look through one of my videos, it shows you how I go about it. And I find it, once a little bit of practice, it's probably one of the best ways of doing it. Sometimes it doesn't work extremely well depending on the woods that you're working on, but on hazel, no problem at all. Ash, fine, and the general main woods for stick making, no problem. But when you're off kilter a bit and briars and various things, it is difficult. But if you take your time, you get there, like, you know. So anyway, we're in this afternoon, so we'll get a little bit more done, hopefully, right? But you know, painkillers there, dear, it's not getting any easier. It was down yesterday, it took more blood off me. I'm not happy with the white blood cells, you know, something's not right with them, but dear, there's not enough of them, or what's happening, too many of them, or something like that. So there you are, more blood. She says, you've got a great vein, you've got a great vein, that's a great vein you've got. I wish the hell the rest of it was bloody good, like, you know. But well, we'll see how it goes, right? But we knew it was going to come at some point, you know, movement was going to become a problem, but you never expected that day to arrive. Certainly, as young as I am, like, you know, I don't expect it to happen, but there's a lot of mileage there, a lot of mileage, right? So if you should actually, well, fancy a little bash at it, you've got 2 bits and pieces lying around, why not? Grandchildren will love it, or the children might love it even for that matter. And have a little bit of fun at the same time. As I said, I'd like to have run through the whole process with you, but just too difficult, that one, like, you know. No, right, too difficult, right? So, as I say, the other one at the door, it's waiting to come in and get his scarf on. And the two of them there, and they've got their scarves, a bit of tartan there, round there, and it'll set them off, like. Maybe a bit of sprinkly snow on the antlers and the glue and snow on there and whatnot, and just set it off. I don't know, you go bloody bananas with these things. The thing is, there's no real money in it. When you finish it all off, there's no real. I suppose if you're making 200 of them and had an outlet for them, then there may well be something we made in it, but at this game, no, okay? Anyway, we'll leave it at that and we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.